This is an hotel room. Or is it a hotel room? And why do we say a university rather than an university, as it is a vowel? But that's for another day. I'm a minimalist. What is a minimalist? Well, everyone else seems to be encouraged to consume life. I actually don't. I'm a capitalist nightmare because I don't enjoy buying things or shopping, and I don't try to pack in experiences because I try to get things right. So I'm quite happy trying to get one thing right, and this can take a long time. I find it takes a lifetime, and so I concentrate on perhaps listening to just one piece of music and try to work out the structure of that piece of music, the chords, the key, the time signature. And until I understand the song, I don't move on to another one. It can take years, sometimes a lifetime, for me to get a grip of just one pop tune. And therefore, I tend to do the same thing over and over and over again. Persistence or tenacity. Some people call it stubbornness. But I find that unless I can appreciate just one thing, I can't really be expected to start gathering more things to appreciate. For example, I'm still struggling with the English language. And people often ask me, should I not want to go to other countries and appreciate their culture? Perhaps learn their language? I tend to think, well, I'm still struggling with English. Haven't learned it yet particularly well. Maybe just about 1 or 2%. So I've still got 98% to learn. And I've been working on this a whole lifetime. So this is the room I've designed, a minimalist room. And you only get one channel on the TV. You're not allowed to change it to anything else. And all you ever get is the news. So there's a news broadcaster there all the time, frozen, and that's all you get. It's almost a bit like just having a picture rather than a TV channel. And I don't like ornaments, so I don't have anything which is decorative. So I try to keep this to a minimum as well. And I have no taste in decor or furniture. So I try to make things look like a airport waiting lounge and very clinical and basic in terms of the seating and the carpet. It's not an Axminster with a pattern. It's just plain. And I did allow a few dots and circles, giving the sideboard cupboards a bit of a psychedelic effect, but still monotone. And I've mounted up some pictures here, almost like a miniature exhibition. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you can see, and those are all my own photographs. So no expense spared here, because I didn't spend any money. Oh, I did, but I didn't buy somebody else's artwork. If we look from left to right, the black and white monochrome images are in a very plain minimalistic frame, which is the moulding. When people talk about frames, they tend to mean what a picture framer would call a moulding. It's the thing you cut into the shape. That's the outside rim. And the band of tone or colour before you get to the image is called the mount. And it makes the most significant difference to the presentation of a picture. There's a couple of ways you can mount picture. One is you can have a dark mount around the picture, and this gives contrast. And the other way is to have a light mount, light cream or grey. I notice quite a lot of purist photographers who do black and white work. They often put their black and white prints onto white mount board, and I always find this is almost like a visual crime, because I don't like white, clinical white, around a picture. In given a choice or preference, I normally go for dark mounts, much darker than the image itself. In the first image there, going from left to right, that's Loch Laggan, a black and white picture. That's on the road to Roybridge. In the second picture of a seascape and rocks, that's Skulpig Bay in North Uist, looking due west, and that's Alto Stratus cloud formation. The next one, moving along 1, 2, 3, with the horse, that's a wild horse, and I took that picture at Glen Laterick, which is about 5 miles south of Lossiemouth, 3 miles south of Elgin. Glen Laterick, and these are wild horses there. And I went right up to the fence, took that picture. The next one along, number 4, is Laggan Dam, Loch Laggan, Laggan Dam, on a very misty morning. And even though that picture, that print, is all peaceful, very early in the morning, in fact, just 1 or 2 minutes later, I heard an extreme screeching and skidding and a loud bang, and there was a pile-up of cars just up on the road. I was off-road in my walking boots down towards the fence. There had been a serious accident with a skid on the ice involving many cars and vans, and I was the first respondent to that. After I took the photograph, I walked up the hill to check out what it was all about, and I could see carnage there on the road. The next picture, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along, black and white picture towards the right hand edge above the sofa back, that's the Kessock Bridge. And when I cycled up to Dunhouse Lighthouse on a bicycle a long time ago, that bridge didn't exist. It was just a small ferry, which turned up when a guy came out of the pub. That was only once or twice a day, and they took us over on a little boat. I was with my mate Chaz, both on bicycles, and we went over that area, over that stretch of water, to Beauly Firth on a little ferry. So this is a minimum room in a minimalist style with one TV channel which doesn't actually do moving images, just a still, all quiet.